So this video goes out to Jordan and Dylan. Dylan, I've been wanting to make this video. Once you know candles, it's easy in your head, but to actually explain it, it's a simple concept, but to explain it's a little bit difficult. So we're gonna try this again. I've tried making this a few times now. It's just a little bit of fucking word salad here, but the first thing you need to know about the candles is the length of the candle. So these different times up here, and I've been on a few different exchanges, and we're using Bitrue today because Bitrue is my favorite exchange. I have a half dozen exchanges. If you don't know why, you will eventually if you're in crypto long enough. You need several exchanges for mostly just for unloading cash if we do end up winning the crypto lottery, but for other reasons as well. So these are trading pairs. I'm not going to get too far into depth on how to use your exchange. Give Bitrue a try. We're going to pick a XRP USD trading pair, and the first thing you need to know is this being the length of the candles. So depending on what information you're trying to get out, this doesn't tell you how far you want to look back. Like, it's more than that. It's actually the length that this candle exists. So each one of these is a week long in this format here. You typically, when you're just kind of looking at charts, just briefly doing an overglance, you just kind of want to switch back and forth between your 15-minute, your maybe 1 or 2 hour, and then your 12-hour, and then just kind of look, depending on how frequently you're looking at your exchanges or how frequently you're looking at a coin. You can just hit your CoinMarketCap or your CoinGecko as well and just see the line chart. But it is good to understand these candle charts as well. So if you're looking at, if you're watching your coin every day, it's fine. Just hit your 15-minute and maybe just 1 hour just to, oh yeah, okay, we're doing good. Back to your 15-minute, okay. It's a good time to buy or sell. That's how things are going. See any massive red candles or green candles, that's just what you want to do. So when you start starting to do, things start getting hot and heavy, you're going to want to switch to your 1 minute, and your 1 minute will show a good example here of what we're looking at. So again, each one of these candles exists for a minute. So this candle just started here. A minute later, the next candle is going to start. So what ends up happening when you get a new candle is, I'll show you this. We were talking about VEED the other day. VEED is very new and there's not a lot of activity. So you're just, everything's flat, right? Let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Not a lot of happening. You just see these flat bars. What you get when a new candle starts is just a flat bar. That's a brand new candle, nothing happening. Nothing happened for that entire 30-minute time span. So it just stayed flat and moved on to another one, flat one. There's just not a lot of volume. I love Bitrue. Bitrue is a smaller exchange, but there's really just not a lot of volume with this coin. Bitrue, I can't say enough good things about Bitrue. I can't wait till they get bigger because they're just an absolute joy to trade with. But so in this candle here, there's a massive. Well, it seemed like a massive change. For this coin, it was a massive change. Nonetheless, okay, so that's the first thing you need to know. This is a candle with nothing happening. This is your base candle. So let's switch back to XRP. And let's wait for a new candle to start. So we're going to get that flat bar shortly here. And then if the price goes up from whatever price that flat bar starts at, that flat bar is the opening price for that minute. So, and if it goes up, it's going to get fat from that starting point up, and it'll be green as it's going up. And if it dips down at any point, it'll leave a little wick out. And the lower it goes until it gets to that starting point again, that opening price, And if it crosses that point, it'll turn red. If it's lower than the opening price, it'll turn red. And you'll just have this green wick sticking out of the... No, actually, the wick will stay the same. The whole candle will change colors, but you'll have this wick sticking out of the top. So let's say right here, where's a good example? Probably right here. The opening price was probably the top of the fat part here. It went up, it stayed green, it came all the way back down. As soon as it crossed over that opening price line, it went red, turned the whole candle red, and then it just left this little wick out, being everything that was above the opening price. And that ends up being that tells you right there in this line, nice little line that's drawn across. You can go right to that, and that'll tell you what the highest point anybody bought this coin at on this exchange for during this minute-long period. So did I miss? Let's just watch when a new candle starts. This is what you're going to want to see. So just remember the fat part. It's really difficult to explain it. But I think you probably have a grasp of what's going on here. And with your clicker, you can zoom in a little bit. We're still on 30 minute. Oh, wow. That was oops. Okay. So here we have the opening price. It's only gone up from the opening price. This candle is green, green, green. It's going up, up, up. If it dips down for a second, it's just going to leave a little bit of a wick out. But it'll stay green until it crosses that opening price line. Then it would turn red. And all it would end up doing is leaving this little wick out from the opening price. But it's only gone up so far. And see, there you go. There's no wick on this candle because it at no point, I mean, maybe it did for a brief second, but the opening price is, or the closing price is above the opening price. And it never got higher than the closing price at some point. If it would have jumped up to 78.2 here and then back down and then closed at this 77.8, it would have left that long wick out there. So let's watch this next one here. So the opening price, now we know that the closing price was the top of this green candle. So the opening price for this next candle was this mark right here. And this candle has only gone down. It's never gone above that price. It's only gone down, down, down. And for a brief second there, it dipped down to this 77.7 and then jumped back up to 77.76, or whatever, and then it closed right there, and then the next candle started. Okay, and then we're back up and watches this candle. Oh, see, now it for a brief second there it jumped up to 77.8, and then now we're back down. It's going down, but we're still green because it's still on this side of that opening price. But every time it jumps up a little bit, it'll leave that little wick out. Now it'd be a great, oh, see, now we got a new, did we get a new one? Yeah, we got a new one right there. And it looks like in between these two time periods, there was a bit of a discrepancy. So something happened in there. So that's what we've seen before in bead, how there was all those big gaps in between everything. It's because sometimes there's just a little bit of discrepancies, and there's not everything is shown in these candles. So that's 10 minutes on candles. If you sat through that, congratulations. I'm sorry, I've tried to make this video about 5 times. I don't think I can explain it any better than that. If you haven't got it by now, uh, by all means, go watch somebody who actually knows what they're talking about.